Ladies and gentlemen, we often underestimate the power of humble beginnings. We hesitate to start because we think it's too small, too insignificant, too slow. But let me tell you this, the size of your beginning does not define the size of your destiny. Starting small doesn't mean staying small. It means you're brave enough to start. It means you believe in something greater than your current circumstances. It means you've planted a seed that, with time, commitment, and belief, can grow into something far beyond your wildest imagination. Think of the tallest tree. It started as a tiny seed, buried beneath the soil, unseen and unnoticed. It took time to sprout. It faced storms, droughts, winds, and pressure. But with every challenge, its roots dug deeper. Its foundation became stronger. The same goes for us. Our early efforts might not be flashy, they might not get attention. But that's okay. Because while the world is watching loud success, real transformation happens in quiet dedication. Every big dream, every legendary story, every successful person you admire today started somewhere. And that somewhere wasn't always glamorous. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job. Steve Jobs built the first Apple computer in a garage. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter on scraps of paper as a struggling single mother. Priyanka Chopra started from pageants and faced massive criticism when she entered Hollywood. But she didn't let a small start in a new industry hold her back. They didn't wait for the perfect opportunity. They created it. Success is not born, it is built. Brick by brick, day by day, step by step. And often it starts with just a whisper of an idea, a flicker of a dream, a moment of decision. But most people never move forward because they fear starting small. They worry about what others will say. They compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And in doing so, they paralyze their progress. But here's the truth. Greatness isn't in where you start. It's in your resilience to keep going. It's in your ability to build, even when no one's clapping. It's in your courage to keep showing up, even when the results are not visible yet. It's in how you treat your small beginnings with pride, passion, and purpose. You want to write a book? Start with one sentence. You want to build a business? Start with one client. You want to transform your life? Start with one habit. You want to become a better person? Start with one better decision. Small doesn't mean weak. It doesn't mean meaningless. Small means focused. Small means you're laying the foundation. Don't be ashamed of small beginnings. Wear them like a badge of honor. Because one day, those very beginnings will be the story that inspires someone else to rise. Starting small teaches you discipline. It teaches you patience. It teaches you humility. And those three things, they're non-negotiables for lasting success. We live in a world that celebrates instant fame, overnight success, and viral moments. But the truth is, anything that rises too fast without deep roots usually falls just as quickly. That's why starting small is a gift. It gives you time to build character before the spotlight hits. It gives you time to make mistakes, to learn, to evolve. And most importantly, it gives you a story. A real one, not a highlight reel. When you're starting small, you're close to the ground. That means you feel everything deeply. The wins, the losses, the rejections, the breakthroughs. And in that depth, you discover who you really are. You learn to appreciate the grind. You become unstoppable, not because it's easy, but because you've already faced hard and kept moving. Starting small also filters out those who are not serious. Anyone can say they want to succeed, but only a few are willing to start from scratch and stick with it. The truth is, most people quit not because the goal was impossible, but because the journey was humbling. They weren't ready to be a beginner. But if you're brave enough to be a beginner, you're already ahead of most. Your journey is not about speed, it's about direction, it's about growth. You can be moving slower than others and still be going farther, because you're building something real, something that lasts, something that matters. It's not about making a big splash, it's about making consistent ripples. The ocean is full of tiny ripples that eventually become waves. You are that ripple, and one day you'll look back and see how powerful you really were. Don't let pride get in the way of your progress. Some people wait for the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunity, the perfect team, the perfect resources. But here's the truth. There's no such thing as perfect timing. There's only bold action. Use what you have. Start with where you are. The people who win in life are not the ones with the most resources. They're the ones who are resourceful. Every small win is a step forward. Celebrate it. Own it. Stack those wins. You don't need to go viral to be valuable. You don't need applause to be advancing. Real growth is invisible in the beginning. Just like a seed underground, you won't see much at first, but something incredible is happening beneath the surface. And if you keep watering your efforts, nurturing your goals, protecting your peace, you will rise. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Every step matters. Every setback is a setup. Every slow day is a training ground. So don't rush the process. Respect it. Because the longer it takes, the stronger you become. And when your time comes, and it will, you'll be ready for it. You won't crumble under the weight of your success because you built the muscle to carry it. There's power in obscurity. There's strength in the struggle. Use this season to grow, to become, to refine. Let others laugh. Let them doubt. Let them mock your small beginnings. But you stay focused, you stay hungry, you keep building, because when your breakthrough comes, it won't be luck. It'll be legacy. You don't need the approval of the world to begin. You need your own belief. You need your own commitment. You need your own fire. Stop waiting for permission to dream big just because your start is small. Some of the most impactful people in the world started with nothing but a dream and relentless work ethic. And so can you. Your story is not about how fast you got there. It's about how real you were while getting there. It's about how many times you stood back up. How you believed in the vision even when nothing around you supported it. How you dared to start even when the world told you it wasn't enough. That courage, that decision to begin, is what sets you apart. One day, the same people who overlooked you will ask how you did it. And you'll smile, not out of revenge, but out of pride, because you know what it took. The long nights, the early mornings, the silence, the self-doubt, the sacrifice, the perseverance. You'll know that your journey was yours alone, and it was worth it. So start the YouTube channel with 0 subscribers. Start the blog with 1 reader. Start the business from your bedroom. Start the gym routine with 10-minute workouts. Start the healing journey with 1 honest conversation. Start small, but start. Because your future doesn't care how grand your beginning was. It only cares that you began. And when you finally arrive, when your vision becomes reality, you'll carry something far more valuable than success. You'll carry wisdom, confidence, grit, and that will keep you growing. Because you didn't just build something great, You became someone great. The world needs more people who are not afraid to start small and dream big. People who are willing to show up without a spotlight, without a crowd, without a trophy. People who know that the smallest steps taken with the right intention can lead to the biggest transformations. You are that person. You have that fire. You have that drive. And no matter where you are right now, how small, how slow, how silent, it is not your final destination. It's your beginning. And it's beautiful. Keep going. Keep building. Because starting small doesn't mean staying small. It means you're preparing for something big. And when it finally comes, you'll be ready. Not because it was easy, but because you were consistent. You were committed. You never gave up. And that is what will make all the difference.